Oh, you guys, you're hilarious. We should all just send thumbnails in with logos on them. Oh, you guys are so nice. Banned. Immediate ban. Okay, oh, I know what was going on. Sorry, I had a little bit of an issue with my audio earlier. I had to turn my headphones way up. So, yeah, this is the live stream on Wednesdays. We do thumbnail reviews. If you've never been here before, in the description there are 2 links. One is to a gaming channel, one is to a non-gaming channel. Select the one that applies to your channel and submit a video. A video link, okay? Not a channel link, because if you submit your channel link, you're banned. But no, submit a video link so I know what thumbnail you want me to look at. It's randomly selected. Yeah, that's that. So these are the forms, and we will get to those here in a second. First, I want to start by continuing a conversation I left off last time. So what I was explaining to everybody is that I had taken a bunch of data from vidIQ's average view duration on shorts and mine, since I had a few go viral recently, and I was trying to reverse engineer some sort of mathematic equation that could predict how many views you would get if you saw that, depending on your video length, how your average view duration was going, if you could just input it into a little calculator and predict the type of views you were getting. I made the thing, and I hit some snags. So let me just show you how this worked, and then we will get to the other stuff. So I kept having it, I was using ChatGPT, and I kept messing with these predictor HTML code or whatever to try to build a tool where if I would input my thing, you know, it would tell me. So let's say the video length is 54 seconds and the average view duration is 92%, which would have been 0.92, right? Yeah. And you predict, and 2 million views, that's about what I was getting, and that's pretty close to accurate for me and that exact video length on my channel. When you start getting to the lower, like 30 second, then things stop making sense. Like, it would make no sense that it's a shorter video. Well, okay, so a shorter video, this would actually make sense. But the shorter videos, like Jenny Hoyo, she said she makes hers 34 seconds, and it has to be over 90 seconds to go viral. Or over 90 average view duration to go viral. And this is only predicting 141,000, which to her, that's not viral. So the further I would get away from my data, the less it would make sense. And then I started putting in, what if it was 10 seconds long? Then the average view duration would have to at least be 200% to go viral. And then it started going into the negative views. And so basically, I was trying to figure out like tiers and all this stuff. Long story short, the YouTube algorithm is insanely complicated, and you can't just figure it out with ChatGPT. I was just trying to predict how many views mine would get. Then again, there are some videos that don't even follow what's going on. You know, there's too many variables. The tool works for me just to kind of get like a ballpark answer, but outside of that, yeah, no. I was hoping that I would have something for you, but I got nothing. It's ridiculous. But basically, yeah, that's how I did it. If you want to put your input into, or your data into ChatGPT and try to reverse engineer a little tool that you could try to figure out what would work for you. I mean, it does work for me. It's pretty accurate, but I only make shorts around that length. And I'm sure if I made them shorter or longer, then it would be way off. Anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to get that out of the way because I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. But yeah, on the shorts note, I've got a video coming out on Friday. I had my channel just like straight up went viral with shorts. And I'm telling everybody how much money I made on those shorts. I'm showing them the data. I'm showing you guys like the graphs, what it looked like right before it went viral. I'm just basically showing everything that any shorts creator would like to know. That way they could see the clues in my data and maybe they can apply it to their channel and see what works. And also I break down the whole reason behind short flat lines, because we all deal with flat lines. There is a way to get rid of them, and I cover that. So this Friday I got a video going out. Check it out. Anyway, all right, so we do this Twitter contest every week. You just submit your thumbnail, and then a winner gets picked, and I cover it on the stream, which is the one that we're experiencing right now. So this is the guy that got picked, Know Your Money Biz, and I had the actual channel link too. I'm sure it's in his bio. Well, he's got a link tree, so whatever, I'll find it. There it is. See, that's the importance of having your info in your bio.
Are you?
I'm not. Okay. Let me go ahead and find that video, because I just watched it. Oh, that's why I couldn't find it. It's over here. Well, I closed it. Whatever. Okay, I got it. Sorry, guys. Okay, so 100% plus yield. Shocking truth about yield max ETFs. All right, I just watched this video. I didn't understand anything about this video because it's not really my niche. But what I can do is break this down aesthetically and tell you kind of where you're probably losing people immediately. And honestly, I think it'll be beneficial for a layman to come in here and tell you, like, this is what's confusing me. Because that's like the whole point. You want to make somebody like me interested in this, right? Otherwise, like, why are you doing it? So, big promises, bigger risks. Hold on, let me make sure that music's turned down. Big promises, bigger risks, yield max ETFs, down arrow, up arrow. I think there's a Tesla logo, NVIDIA logo. I'm not sure what that is. And then, yeah, you got an icon and you've got you in it. So, okay, you need to limit your amount of elements. And I think I've seen other thumbnails where they look great. So let's see if we can. Okay, so hold on. Let me find one that like really sticks out to me. This debt one. That one right there is great. And the reason is because, I don't know, I'll bring it up so you can kind of see what you're doing right here. That's interesting. Okay, so the reason is because there's only 3 things to understand. You're the host, so it's okay that you're in there. I find it is much... Actually, you know, for a finance channel, it almost makes sense to have, like, the guide, the professional, the host in it. So you know, like, you've got, like, a trustworthiness to you. And your profile picture is solid. I would actually... Like, this vibe you got going on in this profile picture, it's really small, but like it looks legit. So I don't know if you ever planned on wearing a suit or something in your thumbnails, that'd be pretty cool. But either way, the point is having like a professional in the thumbnail makes sense to me. So you've got money and you're talking about canceling debt. It is so obvious, or pay off debt. It's so obvious in this thumbnail. It's like you got an X through the debt, you got money, and you got you. It's immediately understandable what's going on, even to the layman. And a big part of that is owed to the amount of elements you put in there. 1, 2, 3. You got 3 elements, easy to understand. But then you got something like this, and I don't even know what it is. Big promises, bigger risks. I don't know what any of this stuff is. So it needs simplified just a little bit. And you might be aiming to a part of your community that has more knowledge on this subject, and that's fine, but they will still respond to like 1 or 2 elements max. Because if they see this compared to the other guys that are talking about it, they might understand their thumbnail faster. So what I would do is I would focus on text-wise, like what are you getting across here? Like what is the biggest piece of value, or what kind of curiosity can you generate? Trying to remember, this is more of like a teaching video. Do you have something in here that is like, that's knowledge that people don't already know, or it's new knowledge? Like NVIDIA, MicroStrategy has something new, or it's picking up or whatever. It's tough for me because I don't understand a lot of this stuff. I don't pay attention to it, but like that's one thing to focus on in your thumbnail. And it's just like, oh, I have to click to understand more about what's going on there. That's the whole point of the thumbnail. So, yeah, you in there's fine. You could have a background with money or whatever's going on, or the graphs. It seems like that's what's going on. And I would focus on one thing. Having all these brands and stuff in here, if you're saying something about the brand, sure, it makes sense. If you're saying that Tesla and Nvidia and this is all going up, yield max is going down, I can kind of understand that, but it's just too much to look at. It's like, I don't know. I don't even understand that it's a graph, really. I know these icons, but it's like a lot of clip art thrown in here. So hopefully that makes sense. I would simplify that a little bit. Also, this is not thumbnail related, but add personality into your script. I mean, I could tell some of your script, I'm not saying it felt like a little bit AI written, somewhat. Because I heard some GPT-isms in there that there's some things that I've experienced with certain scripts where GPT will write in a certain way, and it felt like that. I'm not saying you did, but if you had a personal story in there, which maybe you did and I just didn't catch it because I was getting ready for the stream, like I also want to relate to you, and I want to leave the video feeling like there's a reason that I trust that guy. And if you're just like, here's a bunch of freaking information, blah 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 blah, you know, people might not remember. They'll just come back to YouTube for more information, and if you're not at the top of the list, they'll go with another guy. So, yeah, I almost wanted to know a little bit more about you in this video. That said, a simpler vibe, like this background and you right here, and this graph going up, and you have these three brands right there, that would be simple enough, in my opinion. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the people that have submitted. Okay. There it is. Okay, that was non-gaming, so we can start with gaming. Get a little bit of water. Submit now if you want a higher chance of getting picked. Okay, we've got beta combos. I think beta combos. Beta combo Z. Why Sparking Zero is exactly. Sorry, I guess my glasses aren't muted. I just heard message on your phone. There we go. All right, so why Sparking Zero is exactly what you asked for. Is this a different type of Dragon Ball? Is that what's going on? Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Oh, it's a game, yeah. Okay, so it's a commentary, opinion type situation. Cool. I guess the best way to wrap my head around this is to see what other people are saying about it, and when I see this, it makes sense to me, but I almost want something special in it that would make me want to click yours over somebody else's. So let's see what's going on. I mean, if somebody points out something special in the game that you need more information on, then that could be a route. Announcement trailer. Rage quit. Before you buy. Okay, that one's interesting because it's got like Goku. Yeah, before you buy. That's all right. That's probably not what you made though. You're not like giving people the rundown. I was just curious what these were showing. Let me type in review here. Review. Do you have review in here? I just want to talk about it because I love the game. That's it. I'm aware of the drama as the recent tournament players, but this video was 99% done before. Okay. It's just you sharing your opinion. Honestly, I get that from your thumbnail. You're conveying the idea. I guess if that's the video, then It's fine. I mean, it looks good. It's you talking.
Oh, fucking sparking.
Let me just jump right in with you cussing. Like, this looks more interesting to me than your thumbnail. I'm just saying, like, this is super unique, and having this background probably, I guarantee a lot of people don't have something like that. That will make you stick out for sure. I mean, dude, that is so cool. Dude, you even put the shadow in there? That's awesome. I like it. I don't know, man. You on the green screen is super unique. I think that this is really, really cool. Yeah, so out of these, this still is my favorite. Like, you have the perfect outfit and everything. Like, honestly, here, let's just whip up a thumbnail real quick. Because, I mean, you could still have the actual title. Whoopsie. Or whatever, the logo, I guess, is what you would call it. I guess that's what it is. It's a logo. Your shadow isn't going to be moved. I don't have the time to do that right now. Okay, let's move you over here. I would do something like this. Like, the full body thing is, it's different to me. Normally, I tell people, like, you know, make your head closer, your eyes connect with people, but you have to balance that with what's more eye-catching, right? Am I looking for immediate connection, or am I looking for, like, to catch people's attention immediately? So that's what I would do. I would probably, you know what, your body size was fine, maybe a little shorter or whatever. But yeah, and then you have all this room over here for text, and I would just, like, you could probably do this. You have the background, but yeah, I mean, you on the right side and then the logo on the left, or like a spiky point of view. Like, that's the entrepreneur in me. Like, throw out your spiky point of view. Like, piss people off, dude. Say something that people are like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, do you have a spiky point of view in this? Because, like, that would be perfect to put there, and then you could put under it the logo, and people would connect. Also, if you want to, like, put Super Saiyan hair or something on yourself, that would be kind of funny too. I'm just spitballing here, but this right here, just this alone sticks out more to me than your thumbnail currently. So yeah, and dude, I mean, it's just, you got all this negative space. I think that would be very, very cool. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit. There is so much potential to stick out in there because everybody seems to be trying to do the same thing. So it's a special niche. Okie doke. Let's move over to non-gaming. Franken rips. Yeah, people get angry. Scale train. I was that removal tool is just gen fill. It's just Photoshop generative fill. Because I didn't remove anything, I just covered them up. This is actually what it just generated. So yeah, I just covered them up. Anyway, yeah, I started with Dragon Ball because I was into drawing when I was a kid, and I really wanted to make comics. And Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama was my was a huge inspiration. I found a rare autograph in my Secret Wars hobby box. Okay, first I need to know what Secret Wars is. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. I hope it's not drug related. Okay, it's Marvel related. Join me as I dive into the ultimate nostalgia trip with an unboxing of Marvel Secret Wars hobby box. Okay. Hold on. Secret Wars hobby box. If there's like a box, you need the box. Like, if it's something that people are immediately gonna like recognize, you might, yeah, okay. This might be beneficial to have in your thumbnail. The only thing that I could think this would work is if people know exactly what this is. This like shininess, this, I don't know what it is. Hit after hit. Okay. That could apply to a lot of things. The shiny thing could apply to a lot of things, I guess. So I don't know if people understand what this is or what. You know what? Now that I'm seeing the beginning of this, I'm thinking that, is this, are you censoring it? Or is that what they look like? Because it kind of looks like the same shape of this sensor. Anybody want to help me out with information, I guess? I'm looking for this like shiny thing that you're showing in the thumbnail. And if your answer is no, it's not in the video, then you need to change it because it's causing more confusion. Okay, that's shiny. Is that what this gold part is supposed to be? Honestly, I just think that I think you were trying to create curiosity, but there's a line you have to. Yeah, sometimes it can go into lack of clarity instead, and I think that that's what's it's censored. That okay, because it's tough because it's like masked in a square, so it doesn't look like a sensor to me. Okay, yeah. First thing I would do is I'd show the hobby box. I would point at a card, and then I would have maybe a couple cards behind it that you're not showing. That could be one way to go about creating the curiosity or trying to. But when you think of this hobby box stuff, I would assume they show a card and they show the hobby box, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong lots of times. Let's take a look and see what they're actually showing. If there is some censorship, I guarantee it still provides enough context that it's a card. This doesn't look like a card to me. It looks like pieces of foil. That's what I was thinking it was, but was it Secret Wars? Yeah. Okay, so that person's showing a card, but that's only 200 views. 400 views. This is just not a popular thing, I guess. Okay. The ones that are successful still show the product themselves. What I would do is I would study, what do you call it? Unboxing for cards, and see what kind of, hold on. Yeah, go to the Pokemon niche. And when they're opening cards, I don't even know what you call this. What is it? Opening Pokemon cards. I'm sure that's way wrong. But they're showing the cards. You can see that they're clearly showing the cards. They're showing a price on top. Those do really well. Yeah, they're not censoring anything. So I would study this niche and then apply it to the Secret Wars situation. You could even use similar compositions if you'd like. Yeah, that's what I would do. Okay, moving back to... I don't know if that was gaming or not. That was non-gaming. Okay. Number 17. I was just reading the all the hate. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. I saw Slavgard say something like, I have to do something to get to Tuesday's views. I mean, I'm doing it all by myself. So, is what it is. Hidden horror gems that will haunt your dreams. Okay. This was gaming, right? I would assume so, because it looks like a game. Alright, horror game, horror gaming. Gave me nightmares. What game is it? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, there it is. The Evil Within. Okay. Alright, it doesn't say that in any of the packaging, so I'm assuming that this is so recognizable that they know what game it is already before they click. Because if they don't, then how are they going to find it? That's just what I'm wondering. Get ready for a sleepless night as we dive into the scariest horror games and shows on your spine, from eerie atmospheres to... Okay, alright. Okay. Okay, well, let's take a look at the... What was it again? The Evil Within, okay. Okay, The Evil Within, all 3, 4, that one has the title, title. Okay, everyone that is popular, even though they're, thanks, Russell. Even though these, some of these are like playthroughs or playlists or whatever, actually, no, not all of them are. Either way, they all have the name, the game name in it. It's either in the thumbnail or it's in the title. So just something to keep in mind. Your packaging doesn't say it anywhere. I mean, the game is tagged in the whatever you're playing thing, but when you're scrolling through, the inconsistency within, that is clever. I like that. Yeah, when you're scrolling through and you don't see it in either the title or the thumbnail, people aren't going to click. Okay, that said, you gave me nightmares. It's okay. I mean, clearly that catches my eye. You know, that's gross and scary, and yeah, would give me nightmares too. But is there something more interesting that you could say that people that play this game that they haven't heard before? Like, basically, you're saying scary game is scary in your thumbnail. I think you could make that more interesting, right? Like, there's scary game is scary, obviously. Watch my video to see the scary game. So you need to offer something that nobody else is offering in your packaging, right? Because, I mean, maybe it's your personality that sells it, but people won't get to that part without you selling it first, selling something else first. You can't show your personality much in packaging, so you really gotta nail down the marketing of it. So yeah, that was, put the logo somewhere, or the logo or the title of the game somewhere. A lot of people are sticking it in their thumbnails. Let's see. A misunderstood masterpiece. That's just a review. Scariest boss fight. The value is obvious there. I want to see the scariest boss fight. If that was a boss, right, like in your thumbnail, then you could say something about them, like hardest boss, or that would be lame. But you know, just pointing something out that they would have to click to understand. Sorry. It's tough for me to come up with these, like, curiosity hooks when I don't know what it's about. It's easier for when it's like when it's mowing your yard or something. Like, when it's general knowledge, it's so much easier for me to, like, here, try this, but gaming is just, I don't have the time. Yeah, so hopefully the tips that I gave you help a little bit. I mean, definitely that title is going to help. But, yeah. Yep. Go in your video and see what the coolest thing, the craziest thing, the funniest thing, what happens in your video that doesn't happen in anybody else's video, and then you could focus on that in your thumbnail. That could be a selling point. Okay, I'm moving back to non-gaming. That's the best I could give you without knowing anything about the game. Yeah, Derek, I was calling you out. You were the first person I thought of, too. You were. I was like, what's a general niche? General niche? Bum, 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 bum. Give me a sec. Okay, sorry guys. Yeah, cat stuff. And Milo freaking meowing at my door. Milo's a meower. Okay. Solar Flow 800. I'll make it up at the end. I'll add 2 minutes on the end. Sorry guys. Those that are keeping me on the clock. So Solar Flow 800. That's not German, so I can't be trying to translate it. What they don't tell you, test and installation. Honestly, that's a pretty dope title. You know, I kind of like it because you're telling people how to install it, but also you have a little bit of that curiosity hook in there, what they don't tell you, and you somehow fit it all into a title that's not annoyingly long. It's French, okay. Yeah, what's the character count on this? Let's just go see. I'm curious. You know, I'd get an extension just to like count characters easily. 61. Okay, yeah, it's all good. It's all good then. It won't be cut off. I would get rid of that emoji though, unless like in France or whatever. Like if most of your channels that you follow and watch in your country, if they also use emojis, then I guess that's appropriate. It's kind of like a culture thing, but I wouldn't otherwise. Emojis, sometimes I think that they are, whoa, that's a lot of emojis in that description. I was gonna say, I think it makes things look amateurish. Now I feel bad, but just being honest, that description does look amateurish to me. Now, it looks like an AI wrote it, but they tried to be, yeah, I don't know. Write it from the heart. Write 2 sentences as a human. Seriously. Like, sometimes I just write my descriptions like how I speak, and then I go back and I try to I test the presence of emojis. Hey, if it works though, I mean, I don't have your data, so I can give you the best advice from somebody who sees thousands of channels. Yeah, if it works for you, it works. I mean, like, you bypassed your subscriber account with your views, so it's okay, right? This definitely seems more like a search-based video. So if it's the only one and you've hit a niche, it doesn't matter if you have emojis. It might seem like the emojis are helping, but in reality, it might just be the only video worth watching. So it's just, if you have a video that you're competing with other people and it seems like they're blowing way past you, then you might consider that the emojis are annoying people. But like I said, if it works for you and works in your country or works in your culture or whatever, I know some are like that. Some countries, they use the subscribe button as the like feature. It's just, it is what it is. So yeah, I can only give you advice on what I know. That said, your title's incredible. Oh wow, yeah, this video quality is incredible too. You're like showing what needs to be shown for sure. There aren't emojis in the live stream description. Yeah, I didn't do that. I just copy and paste it. Are there? I mean, I know that like links and stuff, but yeah, if you find any of my videos that I post on vidIQ, it'll be like 2 sentences that I wrote personally, and then I just copy and paste whatever mess of stuff that vidIQ does. Yeah. It's probably not the best practice. I mean, a lot of people focus on SEO stuff in the descriptions, and sure, it's smart if you're looking for search. I don't, maybe I'm just not as proactive about it. I just want to create stuff. Yeah, so this is solid, great video. I mean, I'm not even supposed to be judging videos, but looks like we've got a different thumbnail than the one I saw before. Cool, you're thinking about the thumbnail. Solar Flow 800 Hyper 2000. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. I don't know what to look at first. I'm curious here. Solar Flow 800. Oh my god. Why? What is going on here? There's too much stuff. I don't understand. I don't understand this. That is great right there. I like that a lot. Yeah, it seems like having a mess of stuff in your thumbnail is okay. I don't know. I'm really sorry, but it's just not something that I understand. It looks like a mess of stuff to me. So personally, I would try to show it as simply as possible. Basically, what I try to focus on with tutorials and stuff like this is show them exactly what they're looking at, right? So if there's a box and they pulled it out of the box and they're looking at that, then however you can clearly shoot that, that's what I would do. And it would be dead center of the frame. You could be holding it just like you are, but yours is cut off on the side. If the back part, is that the same thing? If it's the same thing, I would only use one. I'm seeing Hyper 2000 too. I don't know if these are combined. It's really tough. If it's important to have both of them, then you might want to clearly show both of them. But as simple as you can show a product and put 5 words in there, that's what I would do. If you have to put Superflow 800, you could make it small or whatever. I don't know. This is tough. It's tough because I can't read it. Everything seems like there's so much stuff on here. Yeah, Solar Flow 800, important. Okay. The image of the actual product, important. A phrase like installation, that's important. Get rid of everything else. That's what I would do. The brand doesn't matter. It's on the thing already. You can stick it in the title if you want. People are going to be searching for Solar Flow 800. So it says new in red, finally accessible in yellow. Okay, so is it a review? Because that's what the thumbnail feels like. Finally accessible and it's new. But I thought it was an installation video. What they don't tell you, test and installation. So it's both. Okay. I would say what they don't tell you, it's a review, maybe. If it's a review, I would put review and installation. Those 3 words, and that's it. And then, of course, Solar Flow 800 and a picture of that. I mean, that's what I would do. I would keep it as simple as possible. I don't know what Hyper 2000 is, if that's important. It's tough for me to know. For higher power, the Hyper 2000 is more suitable. Okay. All right, so you're doing 2 items then. It might help you to limit it to 1 if you try that, but if you're like packaging wise, it would be Solar Flow on the left and Hyper 2000 on the right, and then you're showing both of those, and then test and installation, review and installation, something like that. I guess. If this is an angle where the new one is better than an old one, then you kind of have to do a versus situation. It's just, I don't know. I'm not understanding what angle this is. It looks like it's a lot of different things, so it's tough. I would simplify. Sorry. Just to recap, it's a comparison, so there's a versus now. What they don't tell you, test and installation, Solar Flow 800. Okay. But it's a comparison with the Hyper 2000. So that's not in the title then? There's a bit of confusion on what this video is. It seems like it's a lot of videos in one, honestly. And that said, this is 30 minutes. That could be 3 different videos if you wanted to do that. Because people are searching for short comparison, yes. Okay, if it's not the main bulk of the video, then it doesn't need to be in the thumbnail, right? So it's either important or it's not. If it is important, then put it in the thumbnail and make it the thing, right? So if it is a comparison and that's the most important part, then it needs to be obvious, and that's what this thumbnail sort of is, right? You got this one on the left, the other one on the right. They're compared. The text itself isn't really them being compared. I would put a versus or whatever. If that's not the most important thing, if the solar flow is the most important thing and it's a review and you testing it and what they don't tell you, then only the solar flow needs to be in the thumbnail, right? So this idea needs to be simplified. I hope that helps you, because like that's the marketing of this. Like that's the marketing angle. You can smash a bunch of ideas into one video, but then you're not capitalizing on the amount of content you can make for different audiences and different niches. So, God, that was tough because I don't know and I can't read it, and oh man. Okay, well, hopefully that helps you a little bit. I would simplify the idea and keep it down to 3 elements on your thumbnail. Okay, moving on. Gaming. That one was tough. Like the title is really good for like an installation tutorial type thing. Thanks, Claudia. Unreal Braidsy. They regret fighting me. Fortnite montage. Okay. All right. Judging by Fortnite's whateverness, this is kind of cool. Wow, you're not even holding a gun. That's crazy. They regret fighting me. Fortnite montage. All right. Let's see what the best Fortnite montages show. Timeless Fortnite montage. Okay. Party Girl OG Fortnite montage. You're doing everything that they are. I've got nothing to say. I'm sorry. You're just trying to compete in a very, very saturated niche. Your thumbnail is fine. You're showing exactly what they do. Your title is fine. You're doing the exact format that they are. So what's the problem, right? You're not getting the impressions that they are. You're not getting the results that they are. It's because they've already done it and they're already much bigger than you are. So this is a numbers game at this point. If you're trying to compete in a saturated niche, you need to make a lot of content and you're just keep swinging and then one will hit, right? That's kind of how TikTok works. Everybody is just yelling and somebody will eventually be heard. So yeah, that's what's going on here. It's a saturated niche. So just keep making stuff and one will probably do well. If that's what you want to do on YouTube, then yep. Yeah, they regret fighting me. I guess that's okay. Maybe that's the only thing I would try changing. Maybe switch up the title. See what else could be cool. But yeah, you're doing everything right for this niche. I'm sorry I don't have much for you. It's a cool thumbnail. It catches my eye. So I hope it helps a little bit. My headphones just died. Ridiculous. Okay. I feel bad because I didn't give you anything, but I mean, if anything, it should make you feel better that you did all the right stuff. Which is kind of a hard thing to do in Minecraft, Fortnite, Brawl Stars, Roblox. Keisha Handcrafts. I feel like... Is this one that we've seen before? I'm trying to remember here. I swear I've seen this channel before, or at least one really, really similar. And it looks like they did they did the advice that we gave them. I'm not sure if this is the same one, but this channel's doing the advice that I gave them. Yeah, see, this one's doing like the 3-panel split, and you're kind of like combining shorts into what you're making. So, all that said, you're doing exactly what I would recommend. It's kind of like... It's kind of like you submitted before and I gave you the advice to do this. Like I feel that, but I guess the sparkles are kind of like a branding thing. It doesn't quite distract from the result, so I guess it's okay. I don't have much to say on this one either. Like, you've got your own vibe, you've got your own branding. You made a huge compilation. That's pretty awesome. You're doing the 3-panel thing, which, like, people who do shorts only, that's how you make a long form. You kind of just combine them all and then 3-panel it. And yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, there's not much that you're doing wrong. I got nothing to say. This is terrible. This one right here is way too confusing though, because I don't know really what's going on there. This one is really easy to understand, the one that you did submit. So your toolbox, maybe, I don't know how you would do a 3-panel on the toolbox thing. These aren't, okay, real quick before I move on, this isn't shorts compilation, right? So that you actually did a horizontal video for this. There's no reason you need to split it into 3 pictures, right? That is only for shorts. This right here could have just easily been a screenshot and it would have caught my eye and I would have understood it. Like this stuff all laid out, knolled, which if you look up the word knoll, K-N-O-O or K-N-O-L-L, knolling is like putting things symmetrically parallel with each other. And so if you have all that laid out on your table with your box, I think that would be a great thumbnail. Just make it look neat. But yeah, sorry, this one isn't one that you submitted, but just so you know, that's confusing people. And reviewing my toolbox in clay, I wouldn't put that in the thumbnail. I would point out something that's in your toolbox that, like, if you said most people don't know what this is, or you don't know what this is, right? Just those words and an arrow pointing at one of these tools, or do you know what this is? Like, that's enough to get a click. That's like, oh, what is that? I gotta click to find out. But if you're reviewing your toolbox in clay, cool. Maybe I'll catch that one later, you know? It's not opening a question for me. Okay, sorry, I didn't have much for that one either. It's a bad day. Okay, are we doing questions? Yeah. Noel is also a monster in D&D. Noel is also a boss in Vietnam 3. Or Venom 3. Vietnam 3. Venom 3. Noel is the last name of the first Australian Idol winner. What is happening? What is happening? The term knolling I got from an artist, Tom Sachs. He makes sculptures and stuff. But yeah, anyway, let's open up some questions. Kind of get the vibe back. There's a bunch of channels that I don't know. I got nothing for you. I'm sorry. Does wording in thumbnails affect the algorithm? Yeah, because if they're hard to understand, people don't click them, and that affects the algorithm. If you're asking, like, can the algorithm look at your thumbnails and read the words that are written in them? Like, if you write a cuss word in a thumbnail, will the algorithm know? If that's what you're asking, then yes, it can also do that. It might limit that kind of reach. If your thumbnail says, I support genocide on it, it might limit that reach, you know, like that sort of thing. So yeah, that's a way that it could affect in the way that you're probably asking. But if you want to, like, be, like, general about it, the way that you word things in your thumbnails can confuse humans, and humans affect the algorithm. So it's really, does it affect the audience is what you should be asking. But yeah, hopefully that answered that question in both ways. Yeah, good. Clip that out of context. How important is it to match the thumbnail visual with the first frame of the video? I I think it always makes a good impression. I wouldn't say it's like a have to do kind of thing, because there are plenty of channels that like go overboard with their thumbnails and they make them super eye-catching, and like there's no possible, like for Mr. Beast for instance, he's in a helicopter and he's looking down on an island. Like that's not the exact shot that it starts with, right? It's kind of similar, but that it helps to sort of match it, I guess. The video that I'm releasing on Friday, it's me showing how much money my shorts made on my screen, and that I'm also going to make that the thumbnail, because I know that that's what the expectation is set, you know? Like, people see the thumbnail and they're like, oh, okay, I wonder what this is, and then the first thing they see is exactly what the thumbnail promised. It does make a really good impression. So, yeah, it makes a good impression. It's not like a be-all, end-all sort of thing, and if you have a better idea for a thumbnail, I recommend going with that. I've done it before where it also doesn't work. So, it's just pick your battles on that one. Like, when you feel like you have to prove that you're being genuine, when you feel like people will only watch if they know for a fact you're being authentic, then like that case with Friday, I'm making the video in a way that is not clickbaity whatsoever. It's just like, here's a bunch of information that people have been asking for on Reddit, and it just happened to, I can answer it with my channel. Here it is, right? It's not over edited. It's just, here's a bunch of stuff you might want to know. And so like, that's a situation where I think it's appropriate to really prove your authenticity, because a lot of people, they just, I don't know, YouTube viewers are jaded sometimes, and so I guess it's important in that case. Okay, is there like one thing that 99% of thumbnails should have? One thing that all thumbnails should have. I'm trying to think if you're talking about like I can only think to answer this abstractly. Like, yeah, it should have a point. Like, it should have an idea to convey, I guess. Arrows, no, I disagree with that. Big captions, not necessarily. How do you know when you're over designing or going too far? Ooh, I don't know how to answer that. It's something that I have to get better at myself. Usually when the amount of pressure for the next project becomes too much, that's when I have to stop designing the thumbnail. so I don't know. I can't answer that one, because I'm not a professional at knowing the answer to that. I also struggle with this. But you could also just show previews of it to people and say, do you get this? And if they say yes, then at that point, recognize that you've done 90% of the work, and the 10% that you're going to continue to put in will turn into another 90 if you're not careful. Should all the negative space in a thumbnail be filled with text? And what are the main colors that make a thumbnail pop? Okay, the colors, there's a video in the description. I answer like the 15 most common asked questions about thumbnails. It's a really good video, seriously. Like, everybody needs to watch that before they attend these things, because most of your questions are answered in that, I swear. Should all the negative space be filled with text? No, definitely not. I mean, oftentimes negative space should be negative space if you really want to catch people's eyes. And I show this occasionally on stream, but I'm just gonna go to YouTube and I'll tell you which one catches my eye. Okay, this one immediately caught my eye. Why? Because there's so much negative space in it. Okay, is the negative space completely filled with text? No. No, you have room to breathe around, and that's the beauty of negative space. This guy, Brian NG, like, it doesn't look like negative space because it's kind of filled with that graphic, but that is negative space. Negative space is lack of busyness, in my opinion. This one, the subscribers are dead, Colin and Samir, there's a lot of negative space around that. It's not completely full. This one's really good. The storytelling, amazing. Yeah, so no, I mean, you can fill a little bit, but, you know, let negative space do its thing. Let it be negative. No, I don't. Okay, let me cover this one. This one's exciting because I was gonna make a video about it, but I might as well just like go into detail right now. Okay, as somebody who has been a little bit lost on YouTube and then started just having shorts go viral and now am solely a shorts creator for a little while, I have a lot of opinions about shorts. And do you agree with custom making a thumbnail for shorts and sticking it at the very end of your short as a still frame so you can use it as your short thumbnail? Okay, for anybody that doesn't understand what this means, there are ways to set your shorts thumbnails, but you have to select a screenshot from the video on your phone, right? So like you upload the short and then you can like scroll through and select a frame. And sometimes it's really tough to get one frame, but that is a way that you can customize your thumbnail, is to make it and stick it in the video itself, like at the beginning or the end. And then you can scroll all the way to the end when you're selecting a thumbnail, and then you have your custom thumbnail. I don't do this. And what I do, said that on purpose, is I tried to make the very first shot as eye-catching as possible. I guess I'm just going to show my channel so you can see what I mean. I try to make the very first shot as eye-catching as possible, and then I add organic social on top of it. So like this one, it's me. That was not a great example, but oh goodness. Why did it sign me out? I'm so sorry, guys. This is bad. We can just go to my channel from the outside. From the outside looking in. I have to get my Titan key and touch it and do all this stuff. Oh, that's right. I'm not the most popular John Scott. Okay, so I try to make my very first shot like basically I try to make it explain what's going on, and I try to make it eye-catching. So the very first, this worst delivery, you can see me as like a delivery driver with a car in the background. They broke my toe. This one, like there's a fire truck, it broke my toe. That's the very first shot. But what I do is I don't have the text in the actual video. What the video actually looks like is, if you look at the wallet and corner of right here, this is what the actual subtitles look like. And so what I do is I just hop into the little thumbnail maker thing in the YouTube studio, and I go to the text and I hit space a bunch, and then I will like drag it out, and then I'll change the color to yellow. I do that 3 times and create an arrow with it like this right here. And then of course I put "they broke my toe" in the text, and I put it over that. And so that's what I do. I feel that trying to focus on anything more than that is wasting time, because odds are your thumbnail won't be seen a whole lot unless it goes viral. I did not expect these to go viral, by the way. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'll change my opinion on that, but I really don't think it matters a whole lot. That's what I do. Hopefully that helps you a little bit, okay? Okay. Which one do you love more, logos, thumbnails, or words you can't read? Logos, thumbnails, words you can't read. Man, I don't know how to answer that. Obviously, I hate all of them. All right. Okie doke. It's the 2-second test, okay? For those that don't know what 2-second test is, it works the same as the rest of the stream, except I only show you the thumbnail for 2 seconds and you have to guess what the video is about. So I don't give the niche away immediately. Okay, let's the last one was the handcrafts, is that right? Yeah. Okay. So I have one brought up. I didn't know I did, but okay. let's do this thing. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. What's it about? You tell me. You want to look in the glasses? Can you see it up here? Yeah, I guess you can. Roblox. No. Dinosaurs. Dino battles. Whoa. Somebody actually knew it. It was dino battles. Okay. I thought I was wrong about Roblox, but apparently I'm not. Okay. An actually good Roblox dinosaur game. You know, I was about to like say your thumbnail doesn't give the impression of a game at all, but it kind of matches what's going on in here. Yeah. Okay, cool. This works, but I guarantee if you used actual game screenshots, it would perform better. A Dino Nerd is your channel. Hold on. Beans. How to build Lego. Well, you got a good mixture here. The Roblox is actually the outlier that you're making. I see. How to build a Lego Triceratops. I killed everything. Man, it's all dinosaur stuff. This is actually like wildly wholesome and like, dude, you know your niche, that's for sure. Like, if you're into dinosaurs, this is the place to be. Honestly, I probably would have just used a shot from the game regardless. I think that the drawing's cool at all, but I think what catches people's eyes about Roblox is because, like, the reason it catches their eye is because they've played it so much, so they know what it looks like. Yeah, the thumbnail sort of looks like a cartoon. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I didn't know immediately. But if you have a clear shot of, like, dinosaurs... See, a lot of this stuff is confusing to somebody that doesn't play. Yeah, I would try to find a good screenshot of, like, showing the world, but showing also a clear shot of the dinosaur. All of these from behind, from up top, it's tough to understand it's a dinosaur. But if you had, like, a side-by-side... Like, there was a side view of your dinosaur, but, like, one that's more recognizable, like a T-Rex of some sort, that would be pretty dope. I think that would work for you. Thumb's not very Robloxy. So, anyway, the point is, kids watch Roblox stuff. They'll click it if they recognize it's Roblox. Kids probably don't go looking at the title, and I'm just, like... Let's just assume that Roblox is a kid's game for a second. And let's just assume that, you know, it's going to draw that age that niche is. So you kind of have to cater to, like, how quickly they're going to skip past your stuff if they don't understand what it is. That said, you might have done this on purpose. You might not have wanted to appeal to an audience that you don't appeal to, which might be the Roblox kids. And that's okay, right? This is a thumbnail stream. That's what I would change if I was trying to, like, blow it up. If you're trying to make stuff about dinosaurs and only want dinosaur enthusiasts, then this was your call. And I can understand both sides of that. So, yeah, like, you don't want to be the Roblox guy. So that's the danger line you're walking. We always say, don't make a video if you can't... If you think... Never make a video that you wouldn't make for the rest of your life. If you can't picture yourself, like, making it your career, don't make the video. Because once it goes viral, then you're like, oh man, now I have to make all my videos about Dino Roblox. So, yeah. You can avoid that by making your own thumbnail, I guess. Okay, let's do number 49. Okay. Okay, there it is. Guys, ready? Here we go. Funniest thing about my channel, I have a lawnmower repair channel, or repair video with 280,000 views. I do motorcycle stuff. I'm curious if your motorcycle stuff is doing as well. Brawl Stars, anime random scenes, anime moments, manga, something anime, something random anime scenes, anime review, anime scene collection. None of these are right. Anime moments, reactions to anime clips, dashcam lessons, different kinds of sheets. Okay. All right. So, random copyright strikes. Okay. So, the reason I said none of them are right is because it's a game, right? Can you guess the anime from one random scene? I don't think that this is a bad thing, though. I'm pretty sure that this type of game requires the thumbnail title combination. So yeah, it does look good, by the way. It looks great. I just have to search guess the anime real quick. I just want to see if the other thumbnails say something about a game in the actual image, because that's the only thing that I would comment on. Anime iconic scenes, nope. Guess the anime, that one does, but it's not really performing any better than yours. First 10 seconds, that's interesting. Like, that's an interesting twist. It's not from what anime? Okay, yeah. So in one frame, that's an interesting twist too. Yeah. Okay, you're doing everything right. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't something missing there. So, can you guess the anime from one random scene? And then you say anime random scenes. I wonder if one random scene, I bet you've been asking yourself that too. Like, if you put one random scene in that thumbnail, the anime would be really helpful in the thumbnail. That's the anime. Oh, I don't know what you mean, but if you're saying like naming the anime, then that defeats the purpose of the game, I guess. Anime random scenes or one random scene. One random scene might help a little bit, but like what you're doing here is basically what I was saying earlier. You're kind of jumping into a saturated niche somewhat. So you kind of, it's a numbers game, right? I don't think that the random scenes is as appealing as can you guess the anime in one frame or in 10 seconds. So to put in the thumbnail, guess the anime. Yeah, I know. That was the first thing I said. So, guess the anime. Sorry. I know you were clarifying on what the person said, but I had said that was the very first thing I had mentioned. But I don't know if guess the anime. Maybe I didn't say that. Maybe I said something about a game in the beginning. Either way, a lot of people don't put guess the anime either. Just this one. I can't remember if I said that or not. I think I did actually, because I remember connecting with that one. So anyway, I don't think you have to though, right? None of these like high rollers are doing it. They're just saying anime iconic scene, first 10 seconds, by one character, one frame, that sort of thing. So my recommendation is just make another one and make another twist on it, because you seem to have the format down. I wouldn't change anything, honestly. Just make more. That's all I gotta say about that. Make more. Okay. Was that gaming? No, it wasn't. Not technically. Number 69. Go ahead. Okie doke. Minecraft. It's Minecraft. Is it Minecraft? I don't know. It's gaming though. Okay, here you go. I left at gaming. The anime, guess that anime was a part of the other non-gaming form. Fortnite. It's not Fortnite. I think Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero, I think. Okay, you think, right? Dragon Ball Z fighting game, y'all kind of know it's Sparkling Zero. Possibly it's one of those, right? I think defining it would help, but looking at the actual video, I'm not so sure what the video even is. Is it just gameplay? It says Goku versus Frieza, epic power of Kaioken. So I think it's just gameplay. It looks more like a scene. Possibly. Yeah, maybe it's just gameplay. Maybe it's like the story mode or whatever they would call that. Hello, supermodels, and welcome back to Dragon Ball Raging Blast. Okay, so not sparkling water. Goku finally arrives to the battle. At first glance, Goku seems confident he could beat Frieza. Battle continued. So it's just gameplay, I guess. Yeah, it's at one view. Yeah. So I guess where I'm lost here is I'm not sure what you're providing. Like what's your ideal viewer, right? Supermodel gaming. What kind of viewer? What are people looking to watch when they watch your content? Because like, if it's just gameplay, hold on, guys, give me a second. I want to check and see if they have commentary.
So you're Frieza, huh? The Mechians. One who did it. Believe. But we can't know unless.
Okay, so it's just gameplay. What you're offering here is technically Dragon Ball Raging Blast gameplay, no commentary. That's your package here. But you don't say that anywhere, so you're not reaching anyone. They don't know what they're getting out of your video. The way that you've written it, it almost looks like it should be a scene from Dragon Ball Z. So maybe you need to add some clarity that, like, here's the game it's from. You could put that Raging Blast or whatever in the thumbnail, and then you're doing gameplay, no commentary, because you're not saying anything. You're not really adding anything. So what you're offering people is like, here's the game. Like, here's what it's like. You just enjoy it, right? So that's just gameplay, no commentary. You just need to be clear that, like, that's what this is. If you're offering something else, then you need to let me know. You can just do it in chat or hop in the Discord. I'm just assuming that that's all this is, okay? So yeah, I just don't want it to seem mean. Dark intro and outro taunts. Okay, see, this value is clear. You have basically made a listicle of sorts, but you're doing all of the taunts from Marvel Nemesis. So this is the value you're offering. Here they all are. I guess that's what you're doing in this too. You're showing like all of the fights in the game, but there's no Dragon Ball Raging Blast in this. So Dragon Ball Raging Blast Goku versus Frieza scene is what that would be, I guess. So it's just your packaging. That's all. This one you actually have Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects, so like there's clarity there. Hopefully that's like clear. Hopefully you understand that. I don't know if that helps or not. But yeah, that took a minute to understand. Okay, we're going back to non-gaming. 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 In the video that I'm putting out on Friday, my hair, like, throughout the video keeps getting higher and higher. And by the end of it, it's just like in this one giant spike. and I use my hair to point at the in-screen video. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. Here we go. I've seen a lot of these types of channels lately. Anime. Blue Lock Review Are you related to that ancient aliens narrator? I am in that video. How to get lucky, wink wink. How to be lucky. Oh man. Calm down, relax. Blue lock. Was that the arrow hairdo? Oh no, that was just a coincidence. Oh no, wait, yeah. I had filmed the video before that, and then I photoshopped that spike into an arrow. Yep. Your bandana attracts anime fans. I've worn bandanas before anime was popular. That's how old I am. It was popular in America. Let me just go back a little bit. Not super popular. Anyway, arrow video. Anime is popular here today. I'm not gonna repeat that one. How all the anime protagonists are the luckiest people. Did you wear bandanas before dinosaurs? No, but I did wear them in the 90s. That's how old. That is how old. It's because I play guitar, and Jimi Hendrix, I've always worn a headband ever since he was my favorite guitar player. Okay, this, I don't think anybody got this, really. So, luck exists, how to be lucky with opportunity. I think this is more like an explainer, narrator, voiceover type video, and they're just showing anime as like examples. I've seen it a lot. Embrace luck, Seneca's wisdom on preparing for opportunities. Is it like this might be a stoicism channel, if you're talking about Seneca.
Today, we're talking about something that holds many people back. The fear of taking that first step.
Okay. I think you have a template. Okay. With the amount of effort going in here, I think these thumbnails are fine. Yeah. Yep. Thumbnails are fine for that. If there's any way you can create curiosity with it, that's what I would do. I don't really know, dude. To be honest, I try to focus on like making it clear what the value is. And so when I come across a video like yours, being candid, when I come across a video like yours, I leave immediately, because like I just think, okay, this is AI made, not for me. I'm not going to connect with anybody, which I also feel like I'm not going to get any good advice, because I could just do the same with, I could just ask GPT in that case. That's how it feels when I hear an AI voice. I'm not saying that that's what you did. Maybe you wrote it and then you put it into an AI voice thing or whatever, but it just seems like an attempt at an automated channel. So, if that's the case, I mean, like, this doesn't seem like, the visuals don't seem AI done though.
Cover could be opportunity. Today we'll delve into how you can harness this.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen
the moments that matter most. Stay with abilities and expand income as chance.
Sorry, I haven't seen this type of like caption before. Maybe it's just another thing that can be automated. So anyway, if you're doing like stoicism advice over anime, then I think this is fine. A lot of this stuff just focuses on one anime scene, and then they put some text over it, and they make sure that there's a drop shadow or something. And yeah, so you have a template that you're going for. I don't think it appeals to the crowd you're going for. Look up anything with stoicism. You're gonna see the philosopher, and then you're gonna see a quote or one word that makes them seem very stoic. Okay, cool. Let's just move on. 40. I think I hear my cat again. Okay. I mean, this is a good thumbnail. It definitely gets me interested. Here we go. Show us the cat. Maybe I can do that? You didn't see that thumbnail? Oh, it didn't work? It's weird. Maybe I try it again? There we go. Sorry. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, it was just the trailer. You're right. Yeah, I know. Now everybody's message is coming through. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, it's a horror game. Scary in-laws. Dash cam lessons? Oh, they're just trying to say their own channel name. Use the forms. Horror games, anime, or horror. I played a scary game, indie horror game. Yeah, I think everybody's kind of got it. I don't know if that's the title or not. Hapunan. I play a scary game. Filipino horror game has me rethinking life. Okay, yeah, so it is the game name. That might be the game logo too. Hapunan? Game. Yep, sure is. I mean, well, that one is. I mean, honestly, it looks scary just from the images. Like the geometry looks scary. Okay, cool. So, yeah, dude, I think you have the idea here. The only way I could think to change it would be to just look at and see what other people are doing, because like what I don't know, because I don't play it, is maybe there's a character that people really get views from, just kind of like how Five Nights at Freddy's or Poppy's Playtime, people show a specific character, and it works. You're showing the grandma, yeah. So that one kind of works. I mean, that's the exact same thumbnail basically as yours. Yours is better actually. So odds are they win because they have 5 million subscribers. Dude, honestly, I think it's perfect. I think it's fine. Yeah, you're showing exactly what you should be showing, and you really just got to back it up with your personality. This Nina person, they've got a worse thumbnail than you too. I mean, but they're bigger than you, so it makes sense. Yeah, dude, I think it's really good, and it makes sense that it's an outlier for you. Yeah, I wouldn't change much. I mean, the only thing I could think to possibly change is to just like only have it be the grandma. This extra face is something that might distract some people, but I don't know. It's like, it's different. You're doing something a little different than everybody, and that's usually what I suggest. So, whoa, that is creepy. So yeah, it's that one face. Yeah, dude, I think it's fine. Honestly, I wouldn't change that one much. I'll take a look at your others real quick just to make sure that there's not something to be said. You got a solid banner. That one is a little difficult to see what's going on. Yeah, I don't know, man. These are fairly good. I think honestly, you just keep creating. Seriously, it looks like you've got a good handle on this. All you got to do is just keep making stuff, and it's gonna work out for you. You got the chops, kid. Okay, let's go back to non-gaming question mark. Okay, not doing that one. Sometimes you get ones that are dangerous. Okay, let's see what this is about. Here we go. It's anime. Mr. Hasori. I see you. How to ask a question. I think you got a good handle on it. When we open questions, by the way, at the end, you just put hashtag question, and that's how to ask. All right, this dashcam lessons dude. They just keep saying their name, so I don't know if you want to do something about that, mods. At least that's like the second time I've noticed. Maybe they do it once every 10 minutes. Something I'm too scared to watch. Fortnite books, ghost stories. Don't like typography. It's hard to oh, sorry. You're judging it. I thought you were trying to guess what it was about. Scary stories. Yeah, I think we all kind of got a good handle on this. He must have done it before because I have him blocked. Oh, the dashcam lessons guy. Yeah. I mean, if he pops up in the forum at this point, it's a toss-up. The Withered White Tree stories. Okay. So it's cool, but you gotta focus on one style thing that you want to do. I see like a book masked, like it's cropped in the bottom. You've got the tree, which is the most interesting part of the thumbnail. At this point, I would probably only have the tree in this image. I mean, the font that you use, the Withered White Tree, might be hard to read for some people, but I think that it's okay, I guess. Hold on, let's take a look at this and see if, by the way, if you ever do a 3D version of your face, that's what it looks like. If you ever make yourself in Blender and you want a texture of your head. Creepy. Creepier than the tree. Okay, I just want to see how this pops without the junk at the bottom. The little book clip art like totally takes away from the spookiness. It's very scholastic. Okay. Ooh, you know, it's interesting. I kind of like the amount of negative space in the bottom. But yeah, I don't know. Either way, so this does look better to me already. I don't necessarily know if it's worth getting rid of the text or changing it. If I changed it, I would probably make it like I would probably do like a grayish, like a light gray with a texture on it. All the crap that is coming off of it, all the grunge or whatever you would call that, I think it lessens its appeal to me. And I think that the outline is kind of ruining it too, because it brings it from this serious situation to almost cartoony because it's got such a thick outline. Let me just, the Withered White Tree. Let's use Anton. We're gonna go light grayish. If I had the time, I would probably make a gradient for it. But I don't have the time. So a slight drop shadow would probably do the trick instead of that outline. It's okay. I would still play with it. I think maybe a bevel or something could help it out a little more. But yeah, that's probably what I would do. And then of course at the end, I would put a little texture over it, and then at the end it would just look like so much more, I don't know, professional. I guess that's kind of what I would do. Or that's kind of the way it makes me feel. But like you could put horror story under that as like a sub headline, and then you've got a good vibe going on here, right? It's not like super eye-catchy, but you're kind of building a brand rather than trying to appeal novel, like a pure novel. So, yep, arrow in the hangers. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit. The stuff in the bottom, it's just like taken away from the impact that you're trying to make. So, a good way to tell what you're doing is just to kind of go look up horror images. Whoa, okay. You got a good mix here of stuff. I see Reddit stories too. Okay, well, keep in mind the horror thing wasn't something that you'd brand all over, I guess. Struggles you might relate to as a small YouTuber. Okay, you're in your experimentation phase. All right, keep it up. Okay, you submitted something that you don't do all the time. That's unfortunate. Sorry. If you're gonna continue doing it all the time, then great. I mean, you're doing stories anyway. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit, but like, just look up artwork that you really like and find 3 colors that work well together. Focus on those 3 colors, and then look at other similar images. I mean, you can reverse image search and look up related images or whatever and see what feels right. I just look at other images and then I learn that way. Like nobody taught me how to use Photoshop or how to make thumbnails. I just kind of observe what I like and then I try to recreate it. And after a while, you kind of you fall into it. So you kind of know what looks right. And of course, there's no correct answer, but there's guided answers. Okay, we are moving back to gaming. Yeah. Gaming. Old Man Gib gifted 10 memberships. Thank you, Old Man Gib. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Actually, well, since that's inappropriate, we're just gonna jump to the giveaway tool. I'm glad I caught it early. Okay. We are going to type hashtag. You guys ready for this? Gib. Get ready. Type it in, and I'm doing channel audits. Type it once only. If you type it twice, it's an auto ban. It just automatically bans you. Gotta be careful. Oh my god. So, never mind. I can't talk about that. The ban hammer goes down. Cool. Okay. Let's draw. What do we got? .j. Okay. Where the hell is my mouse? There it is. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, .j it is. 3.39 thousand subscribers.
When you can hide
Okay, we've got a Minecraft YouTuber, or a mixture of things. It looks like, maybe? No, Minecraft. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the videos. The cover photo is pretty cool. I mean, basically, the cover photo says I'm a Minecraft YouTuber. That's just the vibe I get, and if that's what you do, then I mean, it's fine. Like, you nailed it. Looks like you do a mixture of things though, and that's okay too. If you main Minecraft, it makes sense. Like, I'm curious what your popular ones are. Sneak peek of my new Minecraft mini series. Interesting that was the one that did so well. Okay, Pokemon Go Insane shiny montage. Man, I feel like we just did a video about that stuff. Yeah, your thumbnails are solid. Like, you're not overcomplicating things too much. I guess some things I don't... I didn't mean to do that. Some things I don't understand, but it's because I'm old or out of the loop. These are really good. Like, these are just super simple thumbnails. Like, I don't have much to say about it, or I wouldn't correct much about it. Like, I don't know, man. Like, maybe it's like, I don't know if you're being penalized at all because of like changing up the niche or whatever, but it seems like this whole niche thing, it feels like less and less important as time goes on. So yeah, I don't know. I don't encourage people to reach out and do a bunch of different things, but I think that this is totally fine. You're building your personality for your community, but also you're staying true to it, so it makes sense. Yeah, I don't have much to say, man. Honestly, it looks like you have separate buckets and everything's organized. All you gotta do is just keep making videos. This is pretty solid, honestly. Sorry, sometimes I don't have much to say. One just said, like, you suck at something. Orko. Penguin Slayer is waiting for his turn. You might be waiting the whole time. That's just the luck of the draw. It's just the way it goes. Hey, I submitted one that's political. The rule of law. I'm really trying to work on getting better, but if that isn't allowed, I won't submit. Not upset at all. I just wanted to ask if I shouldn't submit. If you submit something political or religious or whatever, I will still tell you if your thumbnail sucks. I promise you. But if your thumbnail has like naked ladies or cuss words on it or something like that, I tried to avoid those. Looking for channel. Farco, there we go. All right, where are you at? I'll give it a little bit more scroll, but I can't waste too much time. Sometimes your name's just too common and there's nothing I can do about that. This sucks. I'm sorry, dude. Too common, unfortunately. Okay. All right, I gotta redraw. Sorry, dude. Nothing I could do about that. Yeah. Sorry, Farco. Bow, bow. Yeah, occasionally I'll see the thumbnail before I show it. It's real easy when I'm doing the 2-second test because I see it before you all do. So, yeah, it's easy to not show things. But yeah, when people do religious stuff or political stuff, I don't jump into it. I'm not really interested in talking about it anyway. But I can tell them if they're branding incorrectly or if it's confusing people or whatever. I mean, to me, it's the same as the financial guy. Like, I'm not really into it, but I can tell him like how to appeal better to his audience. Type hashtag. Oh yeah. All right. This I'm Ryan from Houghton. Tarot cards. It's Tarot, Slavgard. I'm Ryan from that word bonsai, and bonsai is my hobby. I'm also a member of Akamatsu School of Bonsai, and this channel is all about creating bonsai trees. Either it will be wiring, repotting, Yamadori collecting, or I will be... Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. First of all, I feel good that they wrote this. Like, it's refreshing to see a human do stuff. Like, it seems like everybody's about section is GPT'd, and it's so easy to tell when it is. I'd recommend breaking that into multiple sentences, by the way. That is one long sentence, so just a period here or there could help. I work at this windows and doors in Northeast. Oh, hey, you're kind of cheapening your brand a little bit if you're like doing this, if it's not related to your niche. I don't know. Maybe this niche is like because of your job. Maybe you guys use it. I don't know. But I was just saying, try not to confuse people. Okay, so the ones that really appeal to me are the ones that, go figure, aren't created with AI or aren't obviously created with AI. So like the ones with actual human hands, I find more interesting. I find it even more interesting when it's your hands, actually. That is much better. Okay, let's take a look at the popular ones and see which ones appeal. Oh, wouldn't you know it? It's the one with you in it. Who could have told you that? Okay. I hope that's you, because if it's not, then that would be super embarrassing for me. Oh, goodness. Come on, dude. Okay. Okay. First of all, if there's another channel that's going to give me this information, you already lost me before that 10 seconds was up. So cut your intros. Just get rid of them. Seriously, you don't need to brand it. This logo at the top, get rid of that too. Seriously, you don't need it. People just want the value. You don't build brand recognition in this way on YouTube, and intros are like, just don't do it. That's all I'm saying. Like, I joined YouTube when everybody started hating intros anyway, so I've never known it any different, but I know YouTube used to have these professional intros, and you were legit if you had an intro. But now it's just 10 seconds of retention killing madness. Don't do it. Seriously. Please don't do it. Okay. Aside from that, the logo in the thumbnail, I could scream right now, but it's not super annoying to me because I almost don't recognize it as a logo. It almost looks like it's like wallpaper or something. But logos can easily get in the way and can get in the way of communicating what you want to. That said, beautiful thumbnail. I would have just used a photo, man. That's it. And I would have cut right here at 10 seconds to you talking and giving the value to the people. That's what they want anyway. Because odds are I'm not going to remember your name, even though I have a tough time pronouncing Houghton. But I won't remember it. But I will remember that I've been on the channel once I've seen your profile picture, and like that's it. But YouTube, you don't have to, because YouTube will recommend it, and the minute I start searching for bonsai, you're gonna pop up. I will remember that, but I won't remember from an intro or anything like that. So if you search for popular, you're gonna notice that all the ones that perform very well, even though that they're a little older, they're all real people. There's a connection to be made here. And you cheapen things when you use AI. I don't know if this is AI right here. Man, you went so far off. Oh, man. Come on. Okay. All right. So, yeah. All right. You've got a logo in there. Don't do that. Now you got to like and subscribe in there. Don't do that. And I don't know if this is made with AI or not, this image. It could be stock photo, but it's not you. And like, I want to watch for you, like when I think of bonsai trees, I'll remember that dude with the tattoos. And that's like your primal branding. If you ever look up what primal branding is, I will recognize you, but I don't recognize that this is that channel with the dude with the tattoos because you're not in it anywhere, right? So like, these are the kinds of things that you would never know unless somebody offered their outside perspective. And it's tough to see these types of mistakes that you're making. Same thing with this, man. There's stuff that's in there that doesn't need to be. That one would have performed better, except that this is confusing to people that don't know what that means. Like me. hitting the simple things that people need to know about growing their bonsais. If you started doing that, just these little tutorials, you'd blow up, dude. Seriously. Look up the top bonsai channels and see what their biggest videos are and create your version of it, but put your personality into it. Make sure you're also the star with the bonsai, because you will be the recognizable dude. Seriously, I could see this working for you, honestly. I hope that helps you. Okay. All right, we're going back to drawing. I almost went to the submissions. Okay. Had to stop the music for a second, because I kept hearing an intro. Oh, body stitchy. I remember. I accidentally drew again, but body stitchy. Bodies. Body stitchy? Is that, was it body stitchy or bodies? Somebody tell me. Sorry, I lost it. Oh, body YSS. Okay. Thank you. There it is. Okay, 515 subscribers. We woo, welcome fellow cousins. Gaming content, memes, mostly garbage. Okay. Mature audiences. Okay, I will make sure to mute mute the site. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Personal stuff. I guess maybe a bit of a VR personality VTuber type situation. All right, let's see what's popular. I like this one. It's tough because you don't really have something that you're aiming to do. It's kind of like a catch-all for things that you're interested in. I have a tough time giving advice for stuff like that. It's all memes. Yeah, I'm so sorry. There's not much I can offer besides like just keep making stuff and having fun. If you ever feel like niching down or aiming in a direction, like if you want to make specific VR content or something, I guess that's the only official song I have. A second song for my YouTube song. What song? Is there a song? If there is, I don't know it. I'm sorry. Oh, this one that played immediately. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have much to offer you. It seems like you've got a little bit of a branding thing going on here, which is very cool, but you're pointed in so many directions. I wouldn't know how to help. But seriously, if you feel free to keep coming back, I don't know where to even begin to start offering you advice on anything. I guess if we're talking just a channel audit, maybe pick a lane. I said that the niche thing doesn't seem to matter so much earlier, but I guess if you want to really hammer on that, then you might not want to do YouTube at all. I don't know. Whatever you're super interested in, like, yeah, that's tough. Sorry, this one I got nothing for. That's not something I can help. I'm so sorry. It looks cool though. Like, it looks fun. Yeah, man, I got nothing. Everything is so different. I don't even know where to begin helping. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, body stitchy. Okay, this one's called Mommy Breakdown. But I don't know if that's gonna show up or not. Top one. Okay. Mother of two and a teacher with experience guiding children from infancy. Passionate about working with kids. Okay. Parent, education, and entertainment. Okay, cool. Curious what the popular ones are. Super Nanny's Chapman family update, yet another estranged parent. Okay. It seems like you really went wild on this niche. So these specific thumbnails are fine. You got characters, you got simple words. Like this one that just says abusive. Like that's, whoa, like that's crazy. I wonder what that's about. Like you're appealing to the people that are curious about this. You're offering education and entertainment. I'm trying to think of educator reacts. Okay. I'm looking for tips and stuff. Like I'm sure you help people. Or it's just it's a lot of educator react stuff. Okay, yeah, I don't have much. Man, I don't know. It's getting towards the end of the stream, so my brain has stopped working. This one, reality TV gone wrong: the dark truth of Super Nanny's nitty family. I'm not sure what's going on there. You're pointing at something, but I don't know what it is. It's so small. This guy is exposed. So I guess you really have to know what these shows are if you want to understand what your packaging is about. And I don't. Does Super Nanny's parenting still work in 2025? You're not aiming towards an audience that will understand unless they watch these shows. So I guess you have to consider, is that how you want to educate people? Okay, yeah. I guess you'd have to know Super Nanny or anything about Super Nanny for that to work. You could generalize like specific things that she does and talk about that. And if you package that, then people would understand like a certain way that she disciplines a kid or something like that. And then you offer your expertise on that. And it's like everybody gets it. But because you've narrowed the niche down to people that only watch Super Nanny or understand what this lady is, you're making that audience just a little bit more small in this case. If you were a Super Nanny reaction channel, it would make sense because that was your niche, but you're a parental education and entertainment. So yeah, it's a little bit more wide, and you haven't aimed wide yet. I think you could though. These 3 adoptive daughters are wilding out. Super Nanny family reaction. Oh, it's Super Nanny again. Okay. So you have your niche is very Super Nanny. This one's good. Premature twins, tantrums, and truths exposed. Nope, that's Super Nanny. It's all Super Nanny. Okay. All right. I was thinking that maybe that there was something that you could have an education angle. If you do that, which I'd recommend, then you need to use words that people that don't watch Super Nanny understand. Situations that people that don't watch Super Nanny understand. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit, but I mean, it seems like you're doing fine with the Super Nanny stuff. It does feel like a Super Nanny channel though. Just saying. Okay, I'll draw again. Co-twisted. Okie doke. Bum ba bum ba bow. All right. Looks like we've got VR, Five Nights at Freddy's, best. Oh, that's just best of Co-twisted. Maybe they're not VR. Mostly make horror videos and want to entertain peeps for fun and grow. Thanks, sub stuff. Okay, Co-twisted. All right, so it might help a little if people know what they're getting into, but sometimes like when it comes to a business, if you're like really trying to establish yourself as an authority, then the banner is super important. If you're just kind of having fun and doing whatever, you got your little logo up there, that's fine. It's just what you're aiming to do with it. So many people have this subscribe for a cookie thing, and it's just like, if you're an entertainment channel, it works, but the banner can help for people that are trying to establish themselves a little a little more. A lot of this is just Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, and these thumbnails are what works. I have a tough time seeing the contrast in them. I think that says hide, but you might have wanted a little shadow going on behind them, and then I can see two characters way in the back there. Without them, it would be better, in my opinion. I know you're trying to convey some information, but this canceled one is much better. It's just like there's not a lot going on in the background. You can, like, here's the character. This one's really good too. I'm curious what your most popular ones are. Okay, one singular character. It's easy to see. If there are characters in the back, they're blended in because of the red background. This remake is scary. That one's, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. It seems like the thumbnails that work the best for yours are the simplest. So you've got one character, you've got some words. The more negative space you have, or less busy of a background you have, it seems like the better these do, honestly. At least your top 4 for sure. Well, that one's pretty busy, actually. The top 3 are fine. That one's good. That one, same thing. Yep. All the top ones are less busy, but then you get, like, some craziness going on. I saw some. Now I don't see it as much. Yeah, those top 3 are great. Okay, yeah, I'm like burning out now. I appreciate y'all. I'll be back next Wednesday. I think we're not doing a Tuesday stream. Well, I'm not doing a Tuesday stream. They are. They'll be doing it. Thanks for these live streams, vidIQ. Thank you so much, Minecrafter Joe. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna switch up what I'm doing in terms of thumbnails. Great, awesome. Oh, that was the cards, right? I'm pretty sure the Marvel one. See you on the flip. How long can I just sit here in silence? I wonder. It's what they're paying me to do. Oh man. Yeah, sorry guys, I was burning out there at the end. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. I spoke. All right. I'm ending the stream. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
See you next Wednesday.